How about them Cowboys?
Oh, Lord.
That was terrible.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys?
36 milliseconds.
That's not
Okay.
what the score was. The score was
Isn't it?
very different.
I don't know what the score was.
Wait a minute. What do you mean you don't know what the score? Hold on. This is terrible.
48-32. 48-32.
Okay.
Yeah, but a lot of those were garbage time scores.
Yeah, definitely for the Cowboys.
Oh yeah,
They're just
and they've already announced that they're not firing anyone.
which is a strange. I mean, no, it's just a bad call.
I mean, why would Jerry Jones fire anyone? It's a great football team. Great coaches.
It's America's team.
Besides all the times where he's gotten drunk and then fired people.
Well,
Maybe that's what he needs to do. Maybe he just needs to get drunk, and then they'll have a decent. He just needs to be an alcoholic, and they'll be a decent football team. I think that's the key. Jerry, if you're listening,
yeah, just go get drunk.
the Cowboys looked fucking flat to start that game off. They looked embarrassing.
I think it might be one of their worst showings.
Yeah,
ever.
it was not good. I truly went into that game like I feel bad for the Packers after they oh my god, who the fuck did they beat?
Packers?
Before the Cowboys, who was it? Oh my god.
The Bears.
There you go. After they beat the Bears, I was like, I feel bad because they're gonna have to go against the Cowboys. That's genuinely how I went into the game and was
Then it was fine.
Yeah, no, just blown away by Jordan Love. Thank you very much. Big fan.
Yeah, I didn't believe in Jordan Love going into that game. I didn't believe in him all season. I was like, whatever, it's fine. He's got one season, it's playing pretty well, and then he torched the Cowboys. It wasn't just like they kind of won, like he torched the Cowboys.
Yeah, no. It was an absolute blowout.
And then when they pulled him out of the game, they were doing worse. So they had to put him back in.
But
I'm really shocked that they're not making a single change.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, Dak threw 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. I mean, it's not amazing, but he threw for fucking 400 yards.
Their defense was really the issue. Like, it didn't show up. Like, Micah Parsons finally got the holding call that he wanted. And then he got another one, and then they lost.
Yeah.
Whoa. Let's not try to bail out the offense.
Well, I'm not saying, like, they didn't play well, or they didn't play poorly either. What I'm trying to say is the defense just got picked apart. It looked like they didn't watch a single second of Green Bay Packers film. They were just like, all right, whatever. This 7 seed teams never won. We're just gonna run in there because we're the Cowboys at home.
Yeah, they got embarrassed, and of all of the losses that they've had in the playoffs, this is definitely the one they should have made changes after. I just don't see how they get better by keeping the same personnel.
I mean, not only that, but it doesn't sound like they're going to make any changes on the team either. Like, besides drafting, of course. Like, from my understanding, it doesn't sound like they're changing quarterbacks or any major pieces. They're just going to try to run it back, basically.
Which is what I really don't get. I mean, the team, the players, I think, are fine all around, offensively and defensively. They just can't seem to get it to work. You know?
Yep.
As it should be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm perfectly fine with it, but
they weren't even the biggest collapse.
No. Well, depends on how you quantify it, because
I mean,
the Eagles.
everyone had them jotted down as a loss. I'm pretty sure, or at least most people did.
Yeah, because the Eagles have been in collapse for a couple of weeks.
I think it was the bow or the cherry on top of their collapse, though, was they got to the playoffs and then they just didn't show up.
Yeah.
It looked like they were ready to just hit that Florida beach as soon as possible.
We're just talking about the Cowboys here.
Yep, that's it. Are you even listening to us?
I had a cough.
I am in and out.
Are you okay?
I told you I didn't sleep.
This is
Well,
borderline not postable.
This is bad.
So yesterday I knocked out around 7 or 8, woke up at 11, and was in and out of consciousness till 3, 4 a.m. and then just got up because I couldn't sleep.
All right, well, you know this follow-up question is coming.
What's the follow-up question?
When are you normally going to bed?
When I'm tired.
You see, this is why you don't have any energy. You're not going to bed consistently.
I am going to bed consistently.
When you're tired is not consistent.
It's just I wake up.
You choose violence?
No.
Have you tried
I
sleeping pills?
I want peace. I don't take drugs. Are you a drug endorser?
Well,
Okay.
melatonin is a naturally occurring substance. You're just adding more to yourself.
Drug.
Sure.
We stay drug free here.
Have you tried?
Have you tried Dare?
I have a Dare shirt.
Also, I have a Dare shirt somewhere.
Do you have that same? We might have the same one. Is it the
We
one
absolutely
from 5th grade?
do. Yes.
Yeah, I still have that.
One I have.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So
We're hitting all the topics. Yeah, go ahead.
Let's talk about these Cowboys.
Hit me with the Cowboys. What you got?
Should the team be relegated to the XFL, or what is it called
You mean
now?
the UFL? Yeah.
UFO?
Yes, the UFO, the United Football League.
Funny.
Every team that beats the Cowboys should be therefore called America's team.
See, I still think they're America's team, just in the fact that they unite America as one against the Cowboys.
You're saying America's team should be unsuccessful for 30 years?
No, I'm saying that they bring all of America together to hate them.
That's not true. You have all those weird Cowboys fans.
Yeah, but they're delusional.
Who don't exist in Dallas.
I'm sure you could find one right now who still says it's their year, even though they lost.
Well, they're all depressed.
Nah, it's still their year.
They're crying right now. Take about 2 months.
You would think how bad the Eagles lost would have made them feel all better.
It can't be their year this year because someone's already winning this year and they're not in the playoffs.
It's them, somehow. I mean, they delusional, or in a delusional way, constantly say it's their year regardless of whether it is. So why not just cut all the bullshit? Just say it's our year even when they're eliminated. It makes about equally as much sense.
I don't know.
Well, some stats for you. The Cowboys have won less playoff games since 2002 than the Texans.
That's not good. And I don't even have to ask. I know they've been to the playoffs significantly more than the Texans.
Yes. So I posit the question to you guys. Are the Cowboys even Texas's team anymore?
I mean,
No.
after this year, no.
It
I
might
mean,
be.
not to the Cowboys fans, but
Yeah.
but they're obviously not the best team in Texas.
You know what? I'll say this: if the Texans beat the Ravens, then Texans are Texas's team.
They've never been the best team in Texas.
If they beat the Ravens, I think they win the Super Bowl.
Oh, I also do too. If they if they beat the Ravens, I also think they're going to win the Super Bowl. But I think just beating the Ravens, just being able to beat the best team in the league, if they lose in the Super Bowl, it is what it is. But I think just being able to beat the Ravens would be a definitive enough answer for me.
Y'all are saying that when the Ravens are handicapped?
Are you talking about the fact that what's his face isn't playing?
Depends on who you mean by what's his face.
He passed medical and he's not playing. Andrews?
Playing the pronoun game here? Definitely not Andrews.
I'm trying to remember who it is. It's the tight end.
It's not the title in.
That would be Mark Andrews. You are correct in that.
He's not playing.
Marlon Humphreys is not playing.
That's okay. You know who is playing? Dalvin Cook.
I don't think he plays in the position that matters.
Nah, Dalvin Cook's about to have his first NFL
Actually,
touchdown in this season.
He's playing in a position that definitely matters because they are low on running backs.
They have the best one on the team already.
Yeah, except he plays QB, and they still need a running back to play with him.
They don't need him. They do
actually.
You can put a fullback
use the running backs. No, I mean Gus Edwards is a touchdown machine.
Love the Gus bus.
I also love the Gus bus.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a bold prediction here. You guys ready?
What's up?
It's to go with my Chiefs bold prediction, which I have to check. I think I said they have 80% completion ratio. We gotta check if that was correct. Here's my bold prediction. Are you ready?
Yes.
Dalvin Cook, 124 yards, 1 touchdown.
Ooh, okay.
And a fumble.
Think you're being a bit generous?
Oh yeah, he doesn't have a single touchdown this whole season.
No, I know. I think he'll be useful in this game. For sure. He's gonna be taking Keaton Mitchell's spot.
Yeah.
So I mean Gus is still gonna be the red zone guy, which makes perfect sense. He's got 13 touchdowns this season. But no, I think as long as if there's anything left in Dalvin Cook, I think he'll be useful this game. If there's not, that's a different story.
They have a much better line than the Jets, which helps.
Yeah. I mean, it was a little unfortunate for him because, I mean, Breece Hall is just a better player than him.
I mean, he wanted to play with Aaron Rodgers, and he didn't even get that.
Yeah, no, didn't. So, I mean, I bet he's not too upset. He's like, damn, I want to play with Rodgers. He's almost dead. And I get traded to a good team. So
he was released. He was given
yes, he was.
Freedom.
Yes, he was allowed to join a good team. I shouldn't say he was traded. But I mean, yeah, I think he'll get some good use this game. We'll see how much.
So, Merton, you said I was incorrect. What was the Chiefs' catch percentage?
Low.
Catch percentage?
Yeah, like the wide receivers, or
I guess a very specific question there.
Can we
just know
down to them
that I don't even think. Oh no, I just know that Mahomes just barely completed 50% of his passes.
Nice. That's terrible. I choose to believe it was the wide receivers. I don't remember,
then.
But I choose to believe it.
Travis Kelce isn't a real player anymore.
Travis Kelce dropped multiple key passes that game.
Yeah, no, that was bad. It was.
I'm pretty sure I said a long time ago he's washed, but I wasn't believed.
It was cold outside. Okay.
He's been washed all season.
No, he hasn't.
He doesn't have anyone playing with him.
His priority is trolling his brother and Taylor Swift.
He's trolling Taylor Swift, or his priority is Taylor Swift?
Okay, I guess I cut out there. Let's try that again. His
You said
priority is no. I said his brother is trolling. Wait, now you got
you
me
said his
messed up.
priority is
I
trolling
said
his brother
his
and
brother's
Taylor
trolling.
Swift.
yeah. Those are two different things.
Yeah, but that could have been trolling his brother and
Why would he
Taylor
be
Swift
trolling? Why would he be doing that?
by being ass on the field. It's a big troll.
Wow,
I heard they're engaged now. Is this true? Factual statement?
you're the one that came
I
up
was
with
gonna
that.
say, yeah, you, as far as I know, are the only one who has heard that. I don't know.
Oh, we're not all in on the Travis Kelce Taylor Swift romance.
Not quite.
Why would I care?
The most news I get about that is from my coworkers who know nothing about football but love Taylor Swift.
That's crazy. Are they Swifties?
Not even really.
All right, here's what I found from page 6. Jewelry designer offering Travis Kelce $1 million ring for free as the engagement looms. So they're not engaged, but people want them to be.
Yeah, like I said, as the engagement looms, as if they have any choice in the matter.
Oh yeah, no, the Swifties have spoken. They must be married.
Like, what the fuck? You guys don't get a choice. You're getting engaged. Here's the ring.
It's a specter hanging over them.
But yeah, no, that honestly, no, the Dolphins should be embarrassed. Uh, all of the drop passes in that game for the Chiefs, and they still got blown out.
Oh yeah,
That's sad.
Dolphins.
That was
not including the game that they just played, are 2-26 when the game is played in weather that is below 50 degrees.
yeah. Come on, I mean, who do they play during the regular season? That's
The Jets twice, so that's a free 2 victories because Aaron Rodgers had already died by that point.
yeah. Do they play
And
anybody good in the cold? Real question.
You know, one of those games might have even been the Jets because they played in MetLife on Black Friday. So one of those 2 games might have been that. They played the Bills, who were in the cold.
Yeah, they got blown out. They
Trying to
played the
think.
Chiefs. No,
I
that's
just know when it comes January, they're bad and they lose.
they are bad. Yeah, they played Baltimore. I think that was in Baltimore and got just pummeled.
Oh yeah. No, anytime they've played a team above 500, they have fallen apart.
Yeah.
Which leads to another fun stat about the Dolphins.
That's not true. They beat the Cowboys.
That is true. Well, they did
What?
beat them.
But that's
I think they beat only 2 above 500 teams in the whole season. And one of them was the Cowboys, who got absolutely annihilated anyway. So can we really count them as a 500 team? I don't think so.
Interesting.
I mean, we can, but we shouldn't.
They might technically be, but should they be? I don't think so. I rest my case. Anyway, Dolphins have not won a playoff game since 24 years ago. That is 2000.
That's bad.
Yep. A little additional. Breece Hall was not born the last time that the Dolphins won a playoff game.
Oof. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, the Dolphins gotta. Have they said anything about making changes? The Dolphins?
No. It seems like they basically think they're just going to be getting better. I know some Dolphins fans want to move off of Tua, but I don't think they'll do that yet. I would be kind of shocked if they extended him, though. I know his deal's almost up, and he's probably going to be too expensive to play. So I don't know. We'll see what they do in the draft. Maybe they'll go crazy and try to trade with someone.
Maybe. Tua to the Giants? Hope not.
Tua
Why not?
to the Falcons, like everyone else. Everyone else in
No,
Atlanta.
Desmond Ridder is the QB of the future. How dare you?
I read a report earlier today saying that Kirk Cousins was going to go to the Falcons.
Kirk Cousins is not
I
going
don't
anywhere.
hate that.
I don't
Kirk
think the
Cousins
Vikings
is
are going to let him
taking
go.
a hometown discount.
I think the Vikings should let him go.
I think they'll love him. And their season fell apart after he died.
Yeah, but like, how long has he been there? He's been there a while.
What's it been now? 3 seasons? 4 seasons?
Has it only been 4? No way.
Let's see. Kirk Cousins.
How long did you think he was there?
I'm glad you started doing that first before I started typing because you type way faster than I do.
1,100 word per minute. Or not 1,100.
God damn. 11,000?
Yeah, 11.
How many words per minute?
111 words per minute. Sorry, I was reading his stats. He has been in Minnesota for 6 years now.
Okay, yeah. And what the only memorable thing they've done was the what was it? What do they call that? That the play where that dude missed Justin Jefferson just awfully on that Hail Mary, and then they won.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about their playoff loss to the Giants, where he threw a check down on 4th down.
Oh, yeah, that's not good. But no, that's not good. I said I was talking about the only good thing that they did.
That would be the bait and switch. That's okay. According to Jay Gruden, RG3 is not as good as Kirk Cousins.
Wait, I missed that first part. Who's not as good as Kirk Cousins?
RG3. As their fight has illuminated.
I mean, stats-wise, RG3 is not even close.
Well, he wanted to be a pocket quarterback after he got hurt. But all I know is Jay Gruden and RG3 do not get along.
No, he wanted to be a pocket quarterback on a horrific team.
Yep, but he didn't want to run anymore. He didn't want to get hurt.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, I mean that's the problem with being on Dan Snyder's Redskins.
Yeah, Dan Schneider.
Where are all my bitches at?
Yeah. So that's.
So other teams that collapsed though, the Browns.
Can you call it a collapse though?
A little bit, yeah. January Joe has not lost. Yep, yeah, a little bit.
There was no collapse. I think there was just some delusional Joe Flacco fans out there.
January Joe had not lost a wild card playoff game in his whole career, so I will call that a collapse.
When's the last time he was in the wild card as a starting
like
quarterback?
2015 or something. 2014, 2015, one of those two.
That was a lot of what I was expecting. Well, no, I expected more from the defense, but it is what it is.
I don't know. I think you're underselling it. You did pick Cleveland.
Yeah, it was a top 3 defense playing against a rookie team. I was taking the defense there.
I too had that as my reasoning, but also Joe Flacco's win streak.
Yeah, actually, now that I look at it, not a single sack.
Yeah, my pick had nothing to do with Joe Flacco.
Wait a minute. You're telling me him throwing 2 pick sixes was not indicative of anything?
That's not at all what I was saying at all in the slightest.
You're saying that you didn't believe in his abilities?
I have never thought he was going to win them a game in the playoffs.
I think it was just, truthfully, it was just bad timing for Joe Flacco. You know, he was kind of coming off of the that little honeymoon phase he was having with the Browns. You know, just coming off of the couch, Coming in, playing the games, not playing horribly, and then I think just going into the wild card game, it was like, oh, she kind of snapped back into reality. Like, oh shit, I got to go out there and I got to fucking perform today.
It started okay. Like, they were dueling. They were getting back-to-back touchdowns. It was like 14-14.
No, for sure.
Joe Flacco was like, all right, that's all I got in me.
I think quite literally that's all he had in him, unfortunately.
What's that meme where it's like, bro realized he's not made for this?
No, he's made for it. His body's just not anymore. Unfortunately, I think it was just like just bad time. I think if he had maybe a couple more games in the regular season under his belt, I think it would have been a different story.
I think if he wasn't turnover prone.
Yeah.
Hey man, some turnover prone QBs make it work. You've seen Eli Manning win a Super Bowl. You've seen him do it. Yeah.
I don't.
You can make it work.
Pick 6 in the Super Bowl. Repeatedly.
Oh man, I would have loved to have seen that if Joe Flacco could have figured his way out to the Super Bowl and he threw a pick 6. I mean, Trent Dilfer was in the Super Bowl. Did he not throw a pick 6 in his time?
Trent Dilfer. Okay.
Yeah, Trent Dilfer. Legendary Ravens quarterback, Trent Dilfer.
Well, household name, Trent Dilfer.
Oh, yeah. Super Bowl winning quarterback, Trent Dilfer. These are all factual statements, by the way.
All right, next game. Which one do you want to do?
True.
Bills, Steelers, Rams, Lions.
Let's do Bills, Steelers, because I think it'll be pretty short.
Yeah.
The Steelers didn't look like they wanted to play that game for, like, the first half.
Nope. Gonna be honest. What do you expect going into a wild card game with your QBs being Mason Rudolph and Kenny Pickett?
I wish they had played Kenny Pickett at some point. Mason Rudolph throwing that red zone pick really killed them, because by the time that they were down 7 points midway through the game, it could have been tied if they had that 7 there too.
Yeah.
Or maybe they would be winning because the Bills scored off of that pick. There are a lot of possibilities.
Ooh. And they lost. Who fumbled? They lost the fumble.
It was Pickens.
They had 2 fumbles. One of them got called back.
Yeah.
No, it was challenged to be a fumble, but the ruling on the field was not that it was a fumble. It was ruled down by contact.
Yeah, that was a fumble.
It was not a fumble, and I agree entirely with the refs.
Yeah, of course you do.
Very correct. It actually wasn't. I mean, like, from where I was sitting, it looked like the guy had made contact with his helmet and he was out. Yes, where I was sitting at home in the
he was above the ground, never landed yet. The ball came out of his hands. That's a fumble.
Except for the fact that he touched out and it bounced back into him. Allegedly.
It did not. Allegedly. Yeah, okay.
Well, that's what the refs saw, so allegedly.
You should be on the team.
True. But yeah, I hope the Bills lose to the Chiefs. I'm not so sure because the Chiefs kind of look like ass still. They're on the road. Who knows? I need the Chiefs defense to actually show up and force Josh Allen to throw, because if they force Josh Allen to throw, he'll throw picks.
I mean, he threw 3 touchdowns.
Yep. And they didn't make him throw any picks, though.
They did not make him throw any picks.
They gotta make him throw some picks. Maybe sign Jordan Whitehead to their team. Actually, I think it was a safety the Chiefs just signed off of the Jets practice squad. Maybe that'll be their edge.
Oh, maybe that's what the Jets should have done. Just play your practice squad. Maybe they would have done better.
Maybe. I mean, we basically were. We were playing Tim Boyle for a little bit.
Oh.
He's definitely a practice squad quarterback.
Tim Boyle.
Yep. So Lions Rams.
Great game.
It really
What I
was.
expected,
I think.
what I told you would happen, and sort of.
The Lions winning by 1.
The Rams losing because their defense isn't great.
True. I mean, there wasn't a lot of defense being played in that game, regardless.
Yeah, I told you they needed their defense to show up to beat the Lions.
It
Can't
did not.
have the rookie carry the whole load.
The rookie.
Yes, Puka. Do you know
That rookie.
how many years he's played?
I didn't know what you meant by the rookie because we were just talking about the defense. See, that's how they would have won if they had Puka playing defense.
They just had Puka at every position on offense.
Also,
They
true.
just slotted him in every receiver. Yeah, they'd be a lot better. 181 yards.
Yeah, Puka Nacua is special.
Yeah.
I feel like I said Puka was the best receiver on the team.
Better than Cooper Kupp? Are you thinking about that, or it's the that's clearly implied?
I think Puka is just the lesser of two evils. You know,
What do you mean by that?
if they just let Cooper Kupp do whatever he wants, they're still gonna get shit on. So play more defensive towards Cooper Kupp, leave Puka. I mean, obviously, the whole season has gone by and no one has done anything about him. But
yeah, I mean the two of them play each other open, and that's what you want.
Yeah.
Speaking of openings, breaking news right now as we speak. Bill Belichick has had his second head coaching interview with the Falcons just now, right now.
Oh boy.
How do we feel about him in Atlanta? Merton, you first.
He wouldn't fix them.
Really?
Really.
Tell me why.
Because he doesn't know how to draft. They don't have a quarterback.
You don't think they're going to hire a GM? Actually, I think they kept their GM. Verify this. Continue.
Their GM doesn't know how to draft quarterbacks either.
Yeah, no, they kept their GM. Bill Belichick will only be the head coach, it looks like, which is good. He needed that because Bill Belichick, the GM, got Bill Belichick, the head coach, fired.
Derek Brown was announced to the Pro Bowl,
Proud of him.
which he
That
should have been.
A.J. Brown.
Who's that?
It's that guy who's going to be staying home.
You mean staying home? He's not going anywhere.
Nope. I mean, maybe he'll leave the team. He's a little unhappy. So anyway, you do not think the Falcons will be fixed by this?
Nope.
That's interesting.
Do you?
I mean, as we had with our idiot statistics, Arthur Smith, they were 8th in defense. And Arthur Smith was not even a defensive guy. So I think Bill Belichick can have that operate.
Yeah, but as we've seen in the last, I don't know how many years, he can't run an offense, and they were still bad at offense, and he still don't have a quarterback.
No, but maybe if they hire someone who can. I'm hearing rumors that he wants Fat and Stupid to be his OC. Josh McDaniel.
But you didn't mean Rex Ryan?
No, not Rex Ryan. That's New York Bozo.
I mean, I think they'll be in a much better position. They definitely still need a quarterback. But besides quarterback, they have ton of weapons on offense. So
The
once they do
NFC
get a
South
quarterback,
will be
What if they
bad for
acquire
another.
Justin Fields?
I don't think all that highly of Justin Fields, to be honest, but I think it'll be an upgrade.
He had a better season this year. And I mean, you're gonna tell me with Bijan Robinson and Drake London, he can't look good?
I mean, he definitely can. Wait?
Kyle Pitts?
Yeah, like I said, they got a lot of weapons on offense, so.
Oh yeah. I think you can slot in a lot of quarterbacks and look pretty good there. I know Russ, due to the way his deal is structured, a team can have him for the league minimum because the Broncos are going to be paying the majority if they cut him.
I wouldn't.
Wouldn't cut him or wouldn't sign him?
No, yeah, I wouldn't sign him as the Falcons.
Their receivers are kind of tall. That's perfect for Russ. He can't see.
Yeah, but I don't know what's going on with that dude. It didn't look like he really I didn't look like he was out there because he wanted to be out there.
He's getting that bag.
Yeah, so I don't like if you bring in a new head coach and then you bring in fucking Russell Wilson and he doesn't really want to be there or he doesn't really want to play or whatever is going on with him. I think it'll make overall just the team worse. So I wouldn't even chance signing
I
Russell
don't
Wilson.
know if he would work well with Bill Belichick.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It'd be like, Falcons, let's fly. And Bill Belichick would be like,
It's like, shut
Russ, shut the fuck up.
up.
Do your damn job, Russ.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think if anything in the offseason, the Falcons should stay as far away from Russell Wilson as possible.
I mean, they should definitely get a quarterback. Maybe not Russ.
Yes.
Though.
No.
How about Danny Dimes?
Yes.
Yeah, that's I mean, it is Bill Belichick. Maybe that's like the archetype he wants. Lanky, unathletic white guy.
Maybe.
That's like Tom Brady.
No, I think he's got too much Eli face for Belichick. I don't think he'd be able to stand him.
True.
He would just like he'd just see him just like in the fourth quarter of a game and just see Eli and just be like, God, get out of here. Just, yeah, I don't think that would work. I don't think that would
call
fit.
a play for him to throw it at another player's helmet.
Yes. Just talk to him. Do what you did in that Super Bowl. He said, "What?"
Bring in Eli as the GM.
Ooh, no, the QB coach.
True. Yeah, it really depends who they have on the offensive staff. To me, though, like if he brings in his idiot friends some more, like I don't think they'll make it all the way.
Yeah.
But if he brings in someone with talent, I think that's a very successful team in the making.
Mm-hmm. I don't even think they need to be like they don't even need to be like an established QB. I don't think just somebody who has. I don't know what they saw in Desmond Ridder. I'll be honest with you.
It's Arthur Smith.
And then their other QB is Taylor Heineke. So
XFL legend.
Yeah, there's that. So yeah, I don't think they need anybody that's super special or anything. Just somebody that can either pick up stuff real quick and kind of make it work.
So you're saying Josh Dobbs?
I don't think that would be bad. I don't think that would be awful.
He's a learner. They should get him for the backup.
Maybe.
So we've been dancing around it. It's time for the Eagles.
Yeah.
So first things first, Jason Kelce has retired.
Yes, good for him.
Yep. The Eagles lost 32-9 against the Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield is in a resurgence.
I don't think he went out happy.
Like a boss.
No, he did not. He had a very sad face.
Baker Mayfield was looking like a prime Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is this where I show this post about the 5 black quarterbacks? We're talking about Baker.
Yep. Go ahead.
All right, it's up. Continue on. Baker is the hero, the light. He'll defeat the Lions, making it so JFK has only missed 2 Lions playoff victories. Can't miss a third.
By the way, there was never an intro for this episode.
It was How About Them Cowboys. That was the intro.
Disturbing.
We were right into it. How about
I'm
them
gonna edit
Cowboys?
that out.
I might. I might not. That start was terrible. We're getting into it now, too. You're derailing this whole thing. The Eagles fell apart entirely. 32-9. Not good.
Not good at all.
They were 1-5 since Nick Bosa allegedly said they sent out the blueprint.
Allegedly?
Or he sent out allegedly the blueprint is what I mean. Like whether or not there is a blueprint, who knows? But he talked about it.
Yeah, I mean you see it on tape though, and then obviously
did
we
the
put
Eagles
the blueprint
beat?
out there.
The Giants, and then they lost the game
it was
after.
their one
Made
win.
Jalen stay in the
Yeah.
pocket and escape
And let's be
outside
honest, if
instead of
Tyrod Taylor was
gaps.
playing that whole game.
Yeah, in that game,
one.
that was a massive a game for the Giants, and still kept it close.
Tyrod brought it back. Tommy Cutlets got cut.
Yeah, Tommy Cutlets, that chicken was fried.
Yes. So looking back on the Eagles and why they might have fallen apart, the Eagles have run 690 screenplays this season,
That is
accumulating negative 26 yards. That's
Wait,
an
wait,
NFL
wait.
record.
Wait. One more time?
690 screenplays this season,
Uh-huh.
which accumulated negative 26 yards.
That is awful.
Yes, it is a single season low in yardage in screens this season.
Yeah, and 50 of them went to Julio Jones.
Thank you, Julio Jones. Do you want to talk about Julio, Merton?
What about him?
His 2 touchdowns, big money.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about his concussion in the
Is he
Bucks
hurt?
game. Yeah, he got hurt in that game.
I didn't even know he got hurt.
Wow. Not watching the game?
I was watching. I just didn't realize that he had concussed. Well, no, I knew he was hurt. I just didn't realize he was concussed.
I mean, I don't know if it would have changed anything.
Probably not. I mean, they couldn't get any plays. They're
He
running
was-
80% of their plays out of shotgun, and there was
He was
another
their
stat.
second best receiver. They just kept calling screens.
Well, that's the thing. The screens don't really work for them because like 80% of their plays are called out of shotgun.
I posted, well, where is it at? So,
Stats.
the Greg Olson tweet
Mm-hmm.
where, oh, I didn't post this where I was supposed to. I'm
getting it.
Where
I got it.
they're not doing enough under center play actions. I've been talking about it all season. The teams aren't doing proper play actions.
Yes.
So it's just bad play calling all around. I think if they did more play actions from under center and more RPOs, they could have actually done something.
Well, the only thing they run under center is the tush push. So,
Do you think now that that's finally failed in their one attempt that they had, is it getting banned?
I don't really care if it gets banned. I just hope actually, you know what? I hope they continue to rely on it, and it lands them exactly where they are right now.
They can't
Kelce
rely on it.
retiring. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if it'll work anymore.
No, I don't think it will. That's what I'm saying. I hope they continue to try it.
Their offensive line is finished. They were terrible against the Bucks.
I just
Oh, yeah.
all around, like the touch push, that whole thing. I mean, all around was just bad for their team. They relied on it so much that
They also really didn't call any play to try to counter the blitz. Like Todd Bowles just kept throwing it at them, and they did nothing about it whatsoever.
Dude, they rushed the ball like 13 times. They had
and
like
most
13
of the time
rushes
it was
that
for
entire
like
game.
negative yardage that they got out of it. Yeah.
They had 15 rushes for 44 yards, 42 yards.
The Eagles.
Yeah.
Swift was trying.
He was
He
like
for
the only
sure
one
was.
they had going on there.
Not
What?
great.
You mean running the ball?
Yeah, basically. Their run game was non-existent for almost the whole game. But once again, that comes down to the fact they run like 80% shotgun, and explosive plays out of shotgun are basically non-existent. Explosive run plays, that is. They get consistent yardage, like 6-7 yards average, but that's it.
Offensive coordinators on the Eagles were just Madden players who run the same play out of the same formations.
You know, you would think with people coming into the league now, growing up playing Madden, at least, probably some of them, they would know to call a different play. Like, you would think you would be more aware on how to, like, manage a game, but no. It feels like it's gotten worse. No one can manage a clock. No one can call plays correctly. I saw a report, though, that the Eagles are in the hunt for new offensive and defensive coordinators. So rest in peace, Matt Patricia. I hope you don't end up with the Falcons, or else their defense will be ass. Maybe he'll be the OC again. I saw a report after Belichick was relieved of his duties from the Patriots that he wanted to run it back with Matt Patricia as the OC. Like he did last year.
No, please
yeah.
no.
So he thought that was fine. So I do have some concerns about Belichick with the Falcons. Like, they need to tell him no when it comes to dumb stuff like that.
They absolutely need to tell him no.
Matt Patricia and Joe Judge cannot be your OC again.
Oh, God.
To circle back, well, we're basically talking about Bill Belichick. Circle back to the Falcons and the drafting of Desmond Riddler. The best quarterback available was arguably Sam Howell. So honestly, they didn't have a choice.
There was a better one.
Sam Howell. It's the only other one.
No, there's another one in that draft.
I'll tell you the quarterbacks in the draft right now. Kenny Pickett, Desmond Riddler, Malik Willis, Matt Corral, Bailey Zappi, Sam Howell, Chris, don't know how to say his last name, Skylar Thompson. Oh yeah, Brock Purdy's in here.
There he is.
But he
was
got
picked
Kyle
last.
Shanahan.
He was there. I mean, you can say that, but his decision making is also good. Like, you put him on a solid team. Like, if you put him with Pitts and London,
with Arthur Smith, he's not.
Yeah, no, Smith won't work. But with all those teams, like I'm talking about right now, if Bill Belichick inherited Purdy,
Bill Belichick wouldn't have. Neither Bill Belichick or Arthur Smith would have drafted him. That's why
exactly.
He went last.
That's why he was the last pick.
So
they
he wouldn't be
missed on him 8 times.
So the hypothetical wouldn't make sense because they wouldn't even have thought about him. So.
Yeah, besides Brock Purdy, that draft was pretty much non-existent when it comes to quarterback talent. Kenny Pickett. How do we feel about Kenny Pickett? Is that a player who's going to remain on that team?
I don't know. You have to ask Steelers fans.
I'm pretty sure they hate him and they want him murdered in-game.
I mean, I assume you have to keep him or Rudolph. You keep one of them.
Probably be Rudolph. As ass as he was playing, he did like rally it back.
What do you mean? Kenny Pickett's a rookie.
No, he's not.
Not
This
a
was his
rookie.
second year.
He's on his rookie deal. There's
He
there's
is.
no he's gonna be there for a while.
But how much is Mason Rudolph making? Like the league minimum?
Too much.
I don't know. Like he won those games.
Yeah, that doesn't mean he's gonna get some crazy deal.
Are they in the market for Russ?
They don't have. Let me see. I haven't heard any rumblings.
I don't think Russ and Tomlin go together better than him and Belichick do. I'll
What do
say
you
that.
mean? Tomlin's got that cross on that he wears all the time. Russ loves
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, no. I don't think they love Jesus the same way.
No, that's a duo right there.
I don't think they feel the same way about
Just
God
like he and
Jesus.
Big Ben. Russ is a family man, just like Big Ben.
Mike Tomlin wouldn't mind Russ.
I think they might be okay. It's either like him or Justin Fields.
What are these pickups you have going to these teams?
I mean, these are teams that need quarterbacks, and there are a lot of quarterbacks around.
Yeah, but unfortunately, there's a lot of quarterbacks that people don't want. Not too many that people do want.
Are you telling me that the Yinzer Nation would not love Russ when he goes out there and he throws a 150-yard game
Well,
and then goes on to X and praises Jesus for the adversity? Are you telling me the
first of
Yinzers would not
all,
like that?
the Steelers don't have money, so that's not happening.
You can get him for the league minimum because of the way his deal is. The Broncos are going to be paying. So that one is doable.
I mean, I know Steelers fans would hate it.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't think he matches Yinzers at all. But it would be hilarious.
Oh, it would be just wonderful.
They need to worry about getting an offensive coordinator.
True, they do need that now. Maybe they could hire Nathaniel Hackett. I hear he and Russ work really well together.
As long as Aaron Rodgers is along with the deal.
No, thank you.
Getting sent over as well.
No.
And while you're at it, give him Brees Hall.
You know, I got an even better deal. You guys can give him Zach Wilson.
True.
That's
Zach
not a better
Wilson
deal.
and Nathaniel Hackett.
That's
That's a much better
future
deal.
Steeler right there. Cowboys should trade Dak for Russell Wilson, to be honest. How do you guys feel about that? This random person.
Never thought about it. Never wanted to.
You know, if there were a place that would really like Russell Wilson's shenanigans, it might be the Dallas Cowboys.
That's not true.
God.
He's neither a criminal.
Oh, I would. No,
Nor-
I'd like that better than to the Steelers. I like that so much more.
It would be a great time.
This
He's
is
neither criminal nor overrated at this current time. So the Cowboys would not like him.
They would.
But he does want a lot of money, and that usually is something the Cowboys are into.
Overpaying.
That's not true.
Yes.
They let Amari Cooper go.
Well, that's because they're dumb. I mean, they also do have CeeDee Lamb.
They also let Zeke go.
That, I think, was a better choice. I think that was a
He
better
was
choice.
alright with the Patriots.
He wasn't that good.
He wasn't that bad, but he wasn't that good either.
Wasn't as good as
he probably
Tony
would've
Pollard.
helped.
What do you mean?
Would've helped,
Tony Pollard was good this season.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying, like, probably would have helped.
What did
You know what would really help though?
Oh, that's What?
Owning your own video games.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh boy.
So, Merc,
Yeah.
I want you to take us on a ride for this because you said this is old news. Tell us about the Ubisoft.
Wow. I told you before, I don't remember the time. Is that a penis?
What?
What? What?
What are you looking at?
All right, look at this, I guess.
Whoa, wait a minute. You're sending me the penis?
Oh god.
What do you mean by that? Like, actually, what do you mean by that?
One of your employees cock slapped my pizza.
This episode is cursed.
Is that why people are protesting Pizza Hut or whatever? Yeah, Pizza Hut.
Probably.
Pizza Hut.
Because they didn't get penis marks on their pizza from Pizza Hut.
Even though that says in the tweet Papa John's for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're protesting Pizza Hut
Because Pizza Hut
they
doesn't
didn't
have the
get penis.
dedication.
Yeah, exactly. They want the penis. They're not getting the penis.
Okay. Disturbing.
So Ubisoft, speaking of penis.
Yeah, no, out of their minds. Nobody wants this. Anyone, I think, who's thought about it, I'm sure there's a bunch of people who have never thought about it, who are just like, if it happens one day, they're just like, well, this is weird, but okay. But I'm almost positive anyone who's ever given it any thought would be very upset by this and wouldn't be okay with it.
Basically, I think there are a lot of people, and I think that's what this person was banking on, is people being like, all right, whatever, all my games are on Steam, it doesn't matter, like, they're digital, I don't care if I really don't own them.
Yeah.
I think he's just hoping like people just waddle around like, oh, as long as it's convenient, I'm okay with paying $60 and maybe never playing that game.
Yeah, I saw, what was it? Oh my god. I saw in an article on PC Gamer, I can link it, talking about this, and where was it that I saw? I saw, if you have something, I'll find it real quick. Oh, okay, here. Let me...
Okay, so this is what I was talking about. So it started in around July of last year.
Okay.
So Ubisoft released a policy or whatever saying that if you haven't played on the account in like 6 months, your account will be deleted. So therefore your games will be deleted. So they came back and said if you purchased a PC game, your time limit is 4 years, not 6 months. So basically, they've always been trying to force you to be on their services.
Thanks, you.
So they've been discussing for a while now, and that's why I don't really care about Ubisoft outside of Siege.
Yeah, I think.
Whoa, what about X Defiant? A hot game.
Oh god, no.
I don't think anyone cares about that game.
Yeah, I think I was excited for it, and then who knows?
Let's see.
The release date is haha.
I think. Well, I think it's pretty obvious by now that the Ubisoft execs kind of live in their own little bubble, because Ubisoft, besides Rainbow Six and what is oh my god, you're talking about X Defiant, but X Defiant's not very big. But besides that, no, I would still say that. A lot of their bigger games are more casual games, more relaxed games. And so I think their viewpoint is a little skewed, that most people would probably be okay. They could get away with doing something like that because of their own player base. Meanwhile, I think any person who plays video games on a regular basis and gives any amount of thought to what they do in their lives would obviously have a problem with it, and I don't think it would go very far. But what I was saying before, I found the quote I was looking for.
Hit me.
Your volume levels just continuously changed throughout this whole thing. For me.
Yes, is that so?
I noticed that too. I thought you were just getting more passionate about it.
No, give me a second.
I mean, we are talking about X Defiant, so I understand. Exactly.
Oh god.
Okay, is this better?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So, what is it? Felipe Tremblay, the guy who I believe said the quote that they wanted.
Yes.
What's it called? We were talking about before. He says in this article, in the whatever interview he was giving, that consumers were okay with not owning DVDs and like CDs, and that the transformation has been a bit slower in games. And that he assumes it'll eventually pick up over time.
He harkens to Netflix and the like.
Yeah, the only issue is that we already have problems today with not being able to play games that you already own because they don't have an offline aspect.
Mm-hmm.
And with Ubisoft saying that, I already know that they would already plan on owning their games through like Ubisoft Connect, which you would need internet to connect to anyway. So it would never work in a sense where you think you might want to play a game offline if you don't have internet for whatever reason.
Yeah, they just want you to stream it all.
Yeah, no, it'll never fly with, like I said, people who give any thought to playing video games and don't just like turn it on.
That would be the future they want because it's a continuous payment always. Like you don't just pay $60, you pay the subscription service over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And then you still don't ever even own the game.
Yeah.
But it's like you said, I saw as an example, the Crew, the Ubisoft game, they're after I think only 4 years of release shutting down its servers, and while the Crew 2 is staying up, the Crew 1 is different.
Is it?
In some respects, like even if it isn't, you won't be able to play any of the Crew 1 because it's all online. So that's just basically a game that won't exist after the servers go down.
Yeah, that's not great. Yeah, I don't know how. Well, okay. Oh, I forgot. Well, not I didn't forget, but my overall thought to it before was that it was a little like offensive that he thinks that we would be going in a place like that.
Yeah. Of course, because internally, that's what they're trying to push towards anyway.
Yeah. And just like him saying it, giving it that thought is like embarrassing. Goofball.
Basically. Yeah, just banking on the idea that no one will say anything about it. As long as it's convenient, it's okay. But even then, like, people have issues with streaming movies. Like, how many times has it been where you want to watch something, but you need to figure out, one, which of the 90 streaming services it's on, and then two, if it's not even on there, like, it just either giving up or trying to find it somewhere else. Like, it's become such a hassle to try to find media because they're all segregated.
Yeah. And I think actually on another note, I think it's hilarious that they think, like, of all the companies that you would think could push something like this, Ubisoft has so many other issues with every one of their goddamn releases. Like, to think that they would be able to pull that off is very funny.
Nah, it's fine. Tom
Clancy will rise again. Or he'll just stay in Rainbow Six, and that's it. That's where he'll live.
It just reminds me that X Defiant was originally announced as Tom Clancy's X Defiant.
Oh, Jesus.
Real classic showcase by Ubisoft.
Has there what's the last Tom Clancy game that they've put out?
It wasn't The Division, was it?
No, that was any good.
Oh.
The Division?
Siege?
Besides
like
Siege,
that
because that's currently the only one I can think of.
People
said
like
the Division.
Wildlands.
Oh, well.
I played Wildlands. I did not love that game.
Hello?
People just like hello? Yes? Wait.
Hello?
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 I said the Division, but I think that came out in a slightly weird time frame.
It did. The Division did not do well initially.
That was
People
a fun
hated that
game.
when it first came out.
Actually, no. The Division. No. It wasn't that it was bad. There was no content.
The problem with the Division was that the trailer, the first trailer, E3 trailer in the game was completely different.
Yeah, I couldn't
That was
control
the
a
problem.
drone on my tablet.
Because that was when the Division game came out, everyone was like, okay, never trust a Ubisoft trailer again, because they did it with the Division, they did it with
They did it with Siege and
their
a bunch of others.
GTA game. What's it called? Watch Dogs.
Oh God.
Sorry, Watch_Dogs. Didn't mean
that game was. So I played maybe 5 minutes of that game before never touching it again.
To Watch_Dogs, I own it. I originally had it pre-ordered when the PS4 came out because it was supposed to be a launch title, and then they postponed it, and it came out, and I picked it up and I played it for like 4 minutes, and then I flipped a car into a building, and I got stuck in the building, and I installed the game right after.
Yeah.
Why? That sounds like a great experience.
Because I couldn't get out. I mean,
at least it's not a Bethesda game.
No, but if it was, there probably would have been a mod to fix how booty it was. And how unlikable its main character is.
I've been doing too much scrolling on my mouse. My wrist, my arm hurts.
I found it, by the way, because I knew I tweeted a picture of it. Here we go. It still exists. This was my last moment on the Watch Dogs. Was me stuck in this building and I couldn't get out.
Yeah, I just remember trying to drive a car and was just like, "There's no way these are the controls for driving." And I was like, "This is awful. Like, this is how you want me to get around the city, and I can't."
Oh, they also did it to Wildlands, but the last
yes, they did.
Mostly well received game. Well, the highest received one is Siege. Wildlands is sort of, but that also is not great.
Yeah, that game was not that good. I wish it was better. And I enjoyed playing it with my friends, but...
You know, that's going to be the biggest slap in the face, is when they're going to take a game away from you that wasn't even that good to begin with.
Yeah.
That'll show you, idiot. But I think it's a two-prong sort of thing. Like, one, they can take it. Two, I think if it's... Actually, two things. If it's bad and people stop playing it, I could totally see them, like, phasing out access to it. Like, oh, you haven't played this in a bit. We're going to take it from you. To try to, like, drive up interaction with it.
Yeah.
They're saying they'll send multiple emails.
I mean, I just don't see why they think that all you would have to do. They've already seen every other platform that even has any thought of doing anything remotely close to what they want to do. It's already seen the backlash that they've gotten and will not do the same thing. And so you will just have a horde of people who go, why even bother playing these Ubisoft games if they're going to continue to just take them if I forget to play one?
Yeah.
And they're going to lose half their player base, and they're just going to run themselves into the ground.
I could very much see it.
Your favorite game is now available on PS5.
Pal World?
No.
Halo Wars. It's available on the PS5 now.
Wow. No. Sam's favorite game.
I mean, I already said Pal World.
The Last of Us Part 2.
Is that the remastered one?
Yes.
I genuinely don't know.
What? What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know which ones are which. I don't know the names. Their names are weird, are they not?
Yeah, The Last of Us Part 2 remastered and The Last of Us 1 remastered. Part 1, The Revengeance. Final chapter prologue.
Am I crazy?
Yes.
I thought they
They're
had...
just called like The Last of Us Part 1 remastered and The Last of Us Part 2 remastered, respectively.
The first Last of Us came out in 2013.
It's not even that old.
I mean, The Last of Us 2 wasn't that old
Oh,
when they
we're not-
remastered it.
yeah.
No, go back and play Last of Us 1 on PS3 version. That looks terrible.
It looks great. It's a great game.
You know,
Just kidding. I don't believe that.
no,
That's
it does not look great.
Yeah, that's not a true statement by me. I apologize.
So you're just a liar, is what you're telling us.
Yeah, but I immediately.
It's time for the world to
apologized.
discover how often he lies.
It's not true.
EA
You lie
sent
about
me
my lying.
an email. I really
Do you
don't.
feel a sense of pride and accomplishment in your life, Sam? Huh? Is that what it is? Dude, I sound so sick. I sound disgusting.
Ubisoft. Ubisoft games are my favorite. Please.
I don't really. Yeah, I don't. You know what? They can do whatever they want. I don't really play Ubisoft games.
See, that's what they want too. They're like, all right, we're so mediocre and ass, no one's gonna care about the fact that you don't own them.
Yeah, but if I don't play them anyway, they're not getting it. It's not like you're getting any money out of me.
Yeah, sure, but if one can get away with it, then others will be emboldened to do so.
Yeah, I mean, but what about all the people who only play one Ubisoft game? And when they don't play for 6 months and you take that game away, well, now I'm never buying it again. Because I had it and you took it away.
They're gonna offer you a great deal.
I don't give a shit.
I think
I'm not buying a game. I'm not buying a game twice.
I think it'll further incentivize them to release broken shit because they're like, oh, well, you didn't have to pay anything for it. It's free with your Ubisoft Omnibucks.
Absolutely.
I'll buy a game twice.
You've bought Persona like 8 times.
Yeah, but then
And
you're
it's
free.
on sale again.
And then refuse to buy some games that you,
What do you mean
will be
refuse to
playing.
buy some game? What are you
Your
talking
favorite
about?
game.
Yeah.
I don't have one in mind right now. What's
Yes,
my
you do. It's
favorite
Call of
game?
Duty.
It's definitely not my favorite game. I've
It
never
is.
been in Call of Duty
You
enjoyer.
love Call of Duty.
I
Especially the
certainly
current
don't think that's true.
It is true. I've always preferred Battlefield, but Battlefield shit, so I don't care about any first person shooters.
Whoa,
Well, no,
2042
my
is a
rankings
great
were
game.
Battlefield, Halo, because I got into Halo around Halo 3. And Call of Duty was below that. They're all shit, so I don't play any of them.
I can agree with that. They are, in fact, all shit. 2040. What is it? 2042? Couldn't even remember for a second.
2042 is a great game.
Don't even remember the name of it.
All I can remember about 2042 is whatever that god awful. What is it called?
Lumber
That
Liquidators.
god awful I don't know, game mode or map, whatever it was. I hated it so much. I hated that game. That was just a bad game.
Yeah.
But
DICE
besides
has
that, I
announced
kind of enjoyed it.
there will be a season 7. No, it's a good game. I enjoy it. I haven't played it in a hot minute, but I enjoy it.
I don't even have it installed anymore.
You should get it installed. Merton, you too.
No. I have Battlefield 5
Nope.
installed. That's good enough.
Battlefield 5.
Huh?
That's on 2042.
I don't even play Battlefield 5. I just played Battlefield 5 to use mouse and keyboard.
Ah, I see. Training up.
Yes. I haven't played it in so long. Maybe I should play it.
You should play 2042 on mouse and keyboard.
I did play 2042 on keyboard.
You can liquidate the lumber.
Maybe that's a bad thing. Battlefield was one of those games where I could play on mouse and keyboard and not feel like I was doing bad, even though I knew how bad I was on mouse and keyboard. I think that's not good.
I mean, maybe you're just avoiding people.
No, I was killing a lot of people, and I feel like I shouldn't have been.
Maybe they
You're
were worse.
saying
I
you were
kind of
a cheater?
remember when we were playing, people were worse. That and aim assist isn't as strong in 2042. That's the real winner. That's what Merton likes.
Dude, I need just one. I just need one game that I
Yeah, I like
to
not playing
not
that
be
game.
awful. Like every game that I enjoy is just in hell.
That's sort of the thing about games right now in general, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's like I literally can't
think
find a
it's some
single
choice of
one that I
games.
enjoy playing.
Some League
I
of
enjoy
Legends.
playing. I enjoy playing the games I play.
I started playing this. I started playing this game called Moonlighter. Any of you ever heard of it? It's on Game Pass.
If not, tell me all about it.
No, it's
Definitely
basically
not.
you go into dungeons, kill some monsters, bring them home, sell the stuff that you get from them in your shop, get your shop better, and then complete all the dungeons. And that's basically it. That has been the most fun I've had in a while. That's been my enjoyable game.
Well, if you haven't noticed, if you look at my name,
You're very excited for the Rise of Ronin.
I plan
The Last
to.
Ronin. I'll buy that.
I plan to dive back into video gaming when a certain game comes out, and I encourage all people,
What about Chaos?
even if you're poor, to Rise of the Ronin.
Let
12
your
times.
family starve. Play Rise of Ronin today.
Exactly.
It's a big endorsement.
Don't play it today. Play it March 22nd.
Exactly.
You can play it that day.
Buy it now.
Ooh, Team
play it then.
Ninja.
Chaos?
No.
So what are our thoughts on the revealed feature that wasn't added to the game for Warzone? The covert exfil.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Ooh.
So Raven Software floated the idea initially that you would be able to escape the Warzone and get out in a secret exfil, like DMZ. It was DMZ. They were adding DMZ. How do you feel about that?
They're adding DMZ to Warzone?
They wanted to, but so many people are like, that's stupid. The whole point of Warzone is to win, not to run away like a coward. Because you would get, it would count as a win.
Oh, yeah, no, that would be terrible.
It wouldn't be a real win, though.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't count to your nuke counter, so it doesn't really matter.
True.
Just another brain-dead decision.
They announced they will not be doing that.
Yeah, no, good.
I like that they just stopped supporting DMZ, though. Really good feature.
That wasn't real anyway.
I mean, I said it from the beginning. There was never anything to play for.
And they didn't ever figure out how to make something to play for.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they didn't figure that one out, but yeah, a shame.
They were too busy making bad multiplayer maps.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Greece is lovely.
There's a map called Greece.
Meat.
Oh,
is
Meat.
wonderful. I
Forget
hope
about
that
the
map
last
sucks.
game, but Meat is an amazing map
I
with
hate
great
that
players
map.
on it.
The map is
yeah
so bad.
/S.
I love Meat. I'd do anything for Meat. Is Meat
People who
24/7 a game
design.
right now?
It is not. It's Rio 24/7.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have no idea what that map is.
Nope. I don't want to find out either.
Let's look at some Rio 24/7. Rio 24/7. Can't wait for this to get me some Brazilian post.
Yeah, no, I don't know why they thought that was a good idea to just not really do too much with DMZ. I don't know what the point of releasing it was if they didn't plan on making it any better, which it needed. They should have just spent that time making the rest of the game better.
Well,
It was just a waste of time. Another one of those Call of Duty waste of time features that didn't need to be made.
Put on the back of the box, you know.
Who even owns a physical copy of this game?
Call of Duty.
Do you?
Fans.
Do you own a physical copy?
No, I own it on Steam.
I didn't think so. Yeah, I don't know.
Someone who went to a midnight release. Do they still do midnight releases?
I don't think so. I haven't seen one in a while. But yeah, don't think anyone has a physical copy of this game.
No, I think the last physical copy I owned for a Call of Duty was Black Ops 4.
You can get a physical copy for a DLC.
True. Also, kinda. There were those specialized packs that you could buy from GameStop. That was literally just like the DLC, like the Resurgence DLC for MW2. It was literally just that and nothing else.
Oh wow.
Remember that.
Yeah. Disappointing. That's all I have to say. It's disappointing.
Call of Duty's been a long way from where it started, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Where did it start?
You know, you ever see those videos of like the that show the depths of the ocean and like how different objects are compared to how deep they are? You ever see that? It's like that's what I feel like with Call of Duty. It's just like every game they put out, it's just like, oh, how much deeper are we going with this one, guys? Into the hole.
Advanced Warfare 7.
And it doesn't stop them from making money.
Of course not.
From people like Sham.
Well, first off, I didn't buy the last Call of Duty for myself. Second off,
I bought it for the viewers.
You bought the Nicki Minaj operator skin.
I didn't buy that either. I don't own that.
You know Sam
I
loves
wish I
Nicki
did.
Minaj. You don't hear him playing in the background of his streams?
Literally Nicki Minaj in the background. Not the skin.
What do you, Kai? I said that? She's just... Oh, that's what we should do, Sam. We should get her on your stream.
True.
She'd love that.
Oh yeah, Nicki Minaj and I, we get along like beans on toast.
Beans on toast.
Yeah, that's to say not at all, because that's disgusting.
Yeah.
British people.
Still eat it anyway. Strange.
Whoa. You're being racist?
No, I'm being a little prejudiced. I think we're being racist. There is a difference.
I just don't like their cuisine.
It's not good.
If you could even call it cuisine, you know?
Shepherd's pie, though.
All right, we have more breaking news, by the way. Apparently, Cliff Kingsbury is going to interview as the Bears' offensive coordinator.
That is at least 10 hours old.
Okay, well, you know. You didn't bring it up, so it stumbled across my desk here.
Hold on.
Been lied to yet again.
We skipped Brian the Bull.
Brian Dable? Well,
What
I mean,
happened?
speaking of toxic work environments with Cliff Kingsbury, Brian Dable. He's allegedly yelling at everyone and making everyone feel bad about themselves.
Gonna be honest, I'm not that surprised.
I mean, he got pretty red yelling at people.
Since we're back on sports, what are your thoughts on Sports Illustrated being shut down?
Sign of the times, I suppose. Everyone gets their sports news from Twitter.
Yeah.
And all athletes basically have a podcast now, so I mean, they don't need to do interviews to hear what they think. You just go to their podcast.
You Gen Zers. You
You're not even
Zoomers.
a Zoomer. But yeah, no, I think it was sort of inevitable, you know?
Yeah.
Did the people know that they were going to get fired, or was this all just like a big...
You're not a Zoomer?
I don't know.
Huh? How old are you? I'm
Old.
confused.
Wait.
You
you're
were
not a
born in the
Zoomer?
1980s?
What? That's... What? Merton, are you forgetting millennials exist? I'm a millennial.
Gen Z is from 1990s to 2010s.
No, it's not.
I'm looking at it right now.
I've never seen that list before.
I'm looking at it legitimately right
No.
now.
Normally, it has like a cutoff of like 95 is like millennials.
Oh no, that's definitely not millennials. That's older than that.
Or I don't even know anymore.
No, my brother's a millennial. He's born in the 90s. He's not a Gen Z.
That's early 90s.
I don't even know. You had me completely distracted. I'm trying to find... What was I looking for? Oh, right. Sports Illustrated.
You just learned you were Gen Z.
I don't know. Sure, I guess. Congratulations to me.
What did you think you were? You thought you were a millennial?
I thought so.
I mean, I'm right here. It says the specific year range for Gen Z is 1997 to 2012. But I don't know. It's up to you.
Where does
man.
it say that at?
I mean, just a
I
quick.
was born
just
in
a-
2012.
On Britannica, it says Generation Z, term used to describe Americans born during the late 1990s and early 2000s. Some sources give the specific year range of 1997 to 2012.
All right, so Sham, do you make the cutoff?
I believe. Sorry, I was reading about Sports Illustrated. We're gonna say yes though, and go back to Sports Illustrated.
We're going to say yes. Okay.
So I'm not finding any real good information on Sports Illustrated. Just a bunch of naked people. Because everyone's talking about, I had the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition, bro. I went to school and I beat my meat in game. I think I literally saw a story like that, where it's like I brought my dad's Sports Illustrated to school and then I got suspended. I'm pretty sure that was an Everybody Hates Chris episode.
I feel like that's in like most either like sitcoms or kid shows.
I believe it.
Like someone accidentally brings a little mag on accident or on
Okay.
purpose.
So I found
You
this
have
article. Oh, have you found something else too?
you have experience with this?
No.
What?
You take magazines to school?
No, I don't own any. Actually, I own one magazine, and it's actually, is it a Sports Illustrated magazine?
Wouldn't that
That's
be
actually
pissed?
funny. It is. It's a Yankees edition one, but it might be Sports Illustrated. Not sure.
So there's some Yankees players naked in that?
How did you know?
It's been hard times for the Yankees. They haven't won since what, like 2009?
Yeah.
They gotta pay the bills somehow.
Rough days.
One
Rough
before the
days.
Jets, though. I mean, more recently than the Jets, though.
And the Knicks, as I've learned.
Way more recently than the Knicks. Can't believe you thought the Knicks were a basketball team.
I mean, I think they are. It just they don't win anything. But I thought they won in the '90s. Come to find out, I'd been living a lie, and they didn't win in the '90s.
You know, they've been a basketball team for a while.
Alleged
They
basketball
used to
team.
be back in the 70s and 80s.
Did they win
And
back to back in the '70s? NBA Finals? I think that's correct.
I'm distracted by this Alistar clip.
Can't milk these.
Excuse me?
Okay.
Is
Apparently
what
he
they
wants
said
to
at
be
Sports
milked.
Illustrated.
Who are they saying that to?
The Arena Group, who shut Sports Illustrated down, they said, can't milk these. And they said, well, all right then. I guess you're all fired. That's how it went.
I just want to know, where did you get the idea that the Knicks won back-to-back chips from?
I don't know.
Just
Did they go to back to back? Weren't they like
what?
in
Where
them
is
in
what
the
is this?
'70s? I don't know anything about the NBA. Let's get that out of the way right from Jump Street. I know like the Pistons are ass, and I
They
thought the
sure
Knicks
are.
had one more than they actually have.
The Pistons, I think, have more championships than the Knicks.
Well, you know, it only takes 1 year of being really ass to be ass. You know.
I don't think that's true, but
Are you sure about that?
Which part, being ass or the
What
championships?
Georgia just said? I'm almost certain there's no way that isn't true, considering the Knicks have only won two, and the Pistons have a back-to-back championship with Isaiah Thomas.
And when did they win the two? Was it back in the '70s?
Definitely not the seven. Golly.
One of them was in '74. You can't tell me it wasn't the '70s.
No, the Pistons. Isaiah was not a basketball player in the '70s.
Oh, you're talking about I'm talking about the Knicks.
no,
Knicks
Merton,
never
you are
went back to
correct,
back.
but it's not by much.
Okay.
It's one more.
That's a lot
Woo.
in NBA terms.
Not really.
Who has the most?
The most what? Championships?
Yeah.
This is. I'm about to put you through a boot camp here. Take a guess. Of all the
The
basketball you
Lakers?
can think of. No, actually.
Who is it? Who is it?
It is tied between the Lakers and the Celtics, I think.
It
Oh,
sure
come
is.
on. That was right.
It sure is.
You weren't right.
I was right. It is the Lakers. Just they don't solely own that claim. So why are the Pistons 4-37?
Because they're bad.
But what's
Next
wrong
question.
with them? As a
Everything.
non-basketball guy, explain to me why the Pistons are bad.
Imagine the Bears and the Jets, but a basketball team.
So just like all the worst players on one team.
No, their players are actually not even bad.
They have two good
Why do
players.
they only have 4 wins then?
Out of 15 players, they have two good players. They have a washed-up first overall pick.
In who?
Not first overall. What was he? Second pick? James Wiseman.
James. Okay. They didn't even draft him.
They traded for him,
That's why he's washed up.
They just traded for him recently.
which was terrible.
He was the missing piece.
They were really young. They're a young team.
I see. Will they
Gotta
develop into being good? Are they looking better
Yes.
down the stretch?
One of them has already actively grown into
The
a very
Thunder
good
are a
player.
young team.
They are a
They
young
look,
team.
they look
Whoa,
like
wait
they
a minute.
can
Let's be careful about talking about Young and the Thunder.
What do you
Those
mean?
charges were dropped.
Oh, were they?
It's okay.
Okay, good.
The case was dismissed.
That's good. I'm happy that
They
he
did-
didn't.
I mean,
fiddle.
just because one young
And
team
pick back
finds a
up.
way to make things work doesn't mean the other one that doesn't mean they're just a bad team. They're always going to be a bad team. It's unfortunate that they're bad. Just every other team just has a litany of players that are just better than theirs. They have good players.
The Green Bay
The
Packers are a
Pistons-
young team.
The Pistons have been bad since the Bad Boy Pistons. Not the Bad Boy Pistons.
Will Smith
Since
was on the Pistons.
Who else was on them? Who else was in that group, Sam? Who else was
In
part
Bad
of the
Boy?
Bad Boy Pistons? Who else can you give me on that team?
Martin Lawrence was on the Pistons.
He sure was.
Wow.
That was
must
a
have been in
bad
the
team.
Bad Boys 4 that they're talking about. That's why they have 4 wins for Bad Boys 4.
Yes. They're doing a whole season tribute. Only 4 wins.
I respect it.
And they've already gotten them. So it's all losses from here on out.
How many more games do they have to play?
So many more.
Oh my goodness. So are they
Um,
like a historically bad team though, or is this like run of the mill? Like there's always an NBA
no,
team that's
they're
like this?
historically they have the historically worst season of all time right now.
Wow.
Yeah, they do not look good. But again, they're a young team and there's a lot of season left. So we've seen
Can they still make
crazier
the
things happen.
playoffs?
No.
If they win every single game from now.
No.
Wow, really? That sucks.
Ah! Yeah, probably.
The teams in the top 8 would have to all die at the same time.
I mean, the Magic are in 8th, and they're 22-20.
They're solid. They're a young team.
They are, but they're not that good. Are they better than the Pistons? Yes. But not great. They're just lucky to have a lot worse teams than them. There are a lot of teams that are really bad in the East.
How does this happen?
For everything.
Well, the Hornets, what, the LaMelo Ball, is he still injured?
28 seconds ago, Josh Giddey, luckiest man alive. I'll take a life sentence for a chance. I'm quoting somebody here. That's not me.
That's good.
What was the question?
Why are there
what
so
are
many
your
bad
picks
teams
for
in
this
the East?
coming week?
Oh.
What?
What are your picks for this coming week, fellas? Who do we like?
I'll take the Bucks to beat the Pistons.
Yeah. Are the Nets any good?
Mm,
I hate the Nets. I
no,
want them to
no,
be
they're
bad.
not.
They left New Jersey. What a bunch of
Did
assholes.
you asked about LaMelo Ball? He's playing. What do you mean by that?
Is he playing?
He played today.
LaMelo Ball is still alive.
Huh?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean, that's a name I haven't heard a bit.
He's
Okay. He's played. LaMelo Ball has played the last 4 games,
That's good.
and that's it.
What do you mean by that, Tim? He's a young 22 carrying the Hornets franchise.
Yeah, I heard his name a bunch, and then never again. because he was injured? It sounds like it's because he was injured.
Yeah, he got injured.
That explains it.
I mean, the only news you've heard about is Josh Giddey.
I did
Josh
hear about
Giddey.
that. That is true.
Where I lay my wood is my business. That's
Okay.
definitely not the quote from him. I know
hope
where that
not.
quote's from.
I hope not.
That quote's from Dwight Howard, the great person.
I was wondering where you're going with that.
You want to know about Dwight Howard, Tim? What he did?
What did he do?
He tried to force a man into a threesome with another man.
So, like, it was all just men.
Yes.
A lot of
Okay.
men.
That is a lot of men. You know what they say? Too many cooks can spoil the broth.
What do you mean? You don't like Five Guys?
No, not normally my go-to, to be honest. Probably just make a burger on my own. Is Kevin Durant still in the NBA?
He is.
All right, let's wrap it up.
All right, picks this week. What do you got? Bucks,
I'll
Lions.
take the 76ers to beat the Hornets.
Oh
This
my
guy.
gracious, Bucks, Lions.
Bucks. I got Bucks.
Ooh, that's bold. I'm not sure. Lions are at home. Merton?
What did I tell you last week?
Lions, I think.
That's not what I told you. I
I
told
think
you
you
to
were
take
like, I really believe in Jared Goff and his ability to play at a high level.
I've never in my life told you that. You should stop
I think you
lying.
actively said the opposite of that, actually.
I definitely have.
That's why I said that. Good joke.
I said what I said was I'm always taking the home team, except for against the Bills.
True.
Bills, I'm never picking.
So that means you like the Niners. That makes sense. I like them against Green Bay as well. You like the Ravens. That makes sense. I like them as well. It would be nice for CJ Stroud if he could somehow win that one, but I don't know. The Ravens sort of seem like a hard cap right now.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted the Steelers to win. The matchups would have been way different. The Texans would have played the Chiefs. That would have been
No, I'm
way
okay with the
different.
Steelers getting knocked out. That's fine.
Steelers football.
No,
Ugly.
Steelers fans being sad is fun.
Bills Chiefs. Wait, you're taking the whole. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. You're taking the Bills, Merton?
Hold up. Wait a
It's
minute.
like a whole sentence that I said just completely erased from your ears.
Well, I was going down the list. You said the home teams. You like the Bills?
No, I said, and I quote, I'll take the home teams except for when it's the Bills.
Ah, good.
I'm
Very good.
never picking the Bills. Those were the words I said.
Understandable. Me neither. How about you, Jordan? Do you differ from that at all?
I mean, my own thoughts and my own wants are different, but
What do you want?
I mean, I think the Ravens and the 49ers are going to win their games, but I don't want the 49ers to. And conversely, if the Ravens lose, I want the Packers to. I'd like to see that in the Super Bowl. I think that
Do
would
you
be
know what I want? I want the Bucks to make it to the Super Bowl so Baker Mayfield is in the Super Bowl.
Me too,
I
honestly.
would not be upset with that.
That would be the funniest outcome for Browns fans.
Oh, man. It really would. You know what? I changed my answer. I want that too.
That would be good. But I think it's going to be Ravens W, 49ers W. I think the Chiefs are going to win, and then the Bucks. I think those are my four.
I want a shootout between Lamar Jackson and Baker Mayfield.
That'd be a good one.
But yeah, I would want to see Houston and Green Bay in the Super Bowl. I think that would be really enjoyable.
And then
Unless both of them look like shit in the Super Bowl, then that.
and
Playing
then
at
the
elite
only
level.
reason the quarterback that loses the Super Bowl is because they got injured. Not a serious injury, just a game-ending injury.
Life-ending.
Life-ending injury.
Whoa.
We don't want a repeat of DeMar Hamlin.
Hey, but it happened.
We don't want that though. We don't like that.
He wants a lock for comeback player of the year.
You really think he's gonna win that one? I know we're trying to wrap up, but I just pick your mind on that. I'm not sure he does because he barely played.
He died on the field.
Yeah, so did Joe Flacco.
Good
Good night, everybody. Have a good one.
Yeah, I
Love
was
it.
going to. I wanted to say something, but this is being recorded.
Joe Flacco was in a retirement home.